Dying Light has to be one of, if not the, cult classic of all time. Cult classic. This game has to be one of my favorites, but now with Dying Light the Beast out, I had to go back and look at what makes the physics so fucking good. Does the Beast stand a chance? Well, we will be doing a little deep dive comparison between the first Dying Light and the new Dying Light the Beast to see how it holds up in this physics. First things first, we'll be going through a series of tests, but we have to ask the question, what makes good physics? What makes good physics? Come on. I want to know your criteria in the comments, but I'm going to tell you mine. I think we have to have a couple of things when we're talking about good ragdoll / body physics. One, it has to have weight to it. When people fall in real life, we don't just become limp and suddenly lose all of our weight and muscle control. The zombies should still look like they weigh something and have some heaviness. 2. Piggybacking off the last one, muscle control. As any living thing moves around the space, we use our muscles to move the pounds on our body. This means when we fall, we don't just become jello. We struggle to get up, we stumble over, we hang on stuff, we stay rigid and brace. 3. Reaction to different weapon types. I think it's important to note that a blunt weapon should have a different reaction than a sharp weapon. Right, guys? And 4. Hitting legs should be different than hitting arms. Now that we got the criteria out of the way, let's see how the first game stacks up. Number 1, weight. As you can see here, they display a sense of heaviness when they fall. So, check. Number 2, muscle control. Here, you can see the zombie struggling to stay upright. Or here, you can see they look rigid on the ground, look like they're bracing. So that's a check. Number 3, different reactions to different weapon types. This blunt weapon seems more impactful than this sharp weapon, so that's a check. Number 4, hitting legs, arms, and head elicit a different reaction. When you hit legs, it seems like they seem to buckle. You know, they kind of buckle. Versus when you hit them on the head, it seems like they just got bonked in the head. So that's a check. It seems like Dying Light passes with flying colors. To be fucking expected. That's what makes this game so great though. The physics are a huge part of the enjoyment. Sometimes I'll just go through the streets, whacking away at zombies like a freak. It's important for a game like this to nail this effect. It's kind of like GTA 5 and Red Dead 2 or GTA 4. Red Dead 2 and GTA 4 relied on the Euphoria engine for body physics. So they had a lot more realistic reactions, falling down, getting shot in the leg, all that good stuff. Why are physics so important when it comes to Dying Light or zombie games? I think when we play games like Dying Light, which the main focus is to hack away at bags of dead flesh, it's important to nail the satisfying feeling of killing them. And if that doesn't sound psychopathic to you, then you're like me too.
I'm normal.
Physics and reactivity are a huge part of this game, and that's what makes it so great. If there was a delay or something was off, it just wouldn't feel right. It disconnects you from that world and the gameplay loop and just takes you right out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna get into Dying Light the Beast, the new game, okay? So I'm gonna hand it off to this guy.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, I just played Dying Light the Beast, and it's miles better than Dying Light 2, but I just can't help but feel there's some things missing here. First, we gotta analyze it using our criteria, okay? Number 1, do ragdolls have weight to it? Yikes. That's not so great. Okay. So don't get me wrong. This is definitely way better than Dying Light 2. But there's this feeling that it just doesn't feel real, like they don't weigh anything. The first Dying Light, they look heavy. Like each limb is heavy. Okay, but maybe our second criteria will be better. So 2, muscle control. Okay, this is not so good. Why did they just go completely limp like that? The first game handles this so much better. Like, when they fall, it looks like they still have control over their limbs. It looks like they are bracing for impact. You can especially see this with zombies falling off buildings. They flail and brace in the first game, but in the second one, they just go still and freeze. That's okay though. Let's see about number 3. Different reactions to different weapons. Again, this is important to nail this feeling. I'm not saying it's so bad like they don't look like they're being cut if you're using a machete or they're getting blunt force trauma with a hammer. But it's how the zombies react. Do they play a different animation when using a sharp weapon versus a blunt weapon? Well, here it doesn't look like so much. And last, does hitting head look different than hitting arms? Well, this one seems to pass, honestly. In fact, I think they added a little bit more impact to the blows to the head. They were a little bit more gruesome than in Dying Light. Okay, it seems the Beast is still not better than the GOAT, Dying Light. To be expected, Dying Light nailed a lot of things. Atmosphere, music, physics. Most importantly, because I love physics. Now that we've gone over the first game and we see the first game passes the criteria of flying colors and the Beast not so much, I have to talk about some tertiary stuff that is really important. First, look at the reaction to being kicked in the first Dying Light versus the Beast. What the fuck is going on here? Like, what's going on? Why is he just stumbling over like there's not a wall there? I like to note some key differences in how the zombies feel from the first game to the Beast. In the first game, they stumble around when you hit them, like a crackhead off the street, bending over after getting hit, but not falling on the ground, tripping, knees buckling. It seems like in the Beast they have less movement when they get hit. It's almost like you're just tickling them, squirming around as you're beating their face in, but they don't look like they're being shoved around very much. I think this just points out what an amazing game the first Dying Light is. They nailed a lot of this stuff. Now it feels more floaty and video gamey. Don't get me wrong, again, I gotta mention, it's way better than the second game. They're definitely on the right track. The one thing I can give Dying Light the Beast is the guns. The guns feel a whole of a lot better than the first game. In the first game, they honestly just felt like toys, but here they actually look kind of cool. In conclusion, Dying Light's still king. The physics are immaculate and a perfect balance between fun and realism. Dying Light the Beast tries to replicate this, but falls short still. I think though this is heading in the right direction. I would just love though to see a true successor to Dying Light. I loved that game. I love Dead Island. I love Dead Island 1, not the second one. And Dying Light just had that feeling, that vibe. And I feel like they're losing it a bit. But let me know what you guys think. Is it good? Do you guys like it? It's okay. I mean, it's not a bad game. The story's not good, but it's not a bad game. And also subscribe, like, and comment and like and do all that and do all the stuff that's good for yourself. Do good things.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.